question is, if you're a hunter, have you ever given serious thought to being attacked by a bear? Todd Orr has. Todd Orr from Montana. You not only got attacked once, but twice by the same bear.
Got
Tell us
attacked
about that.
twice by a grizzly bear, all in one day. And it was just an early morning scouting for elk, and ran into a sow grizzly with 2 cubs. And she immediately saw me, ran over the ridge. I thought it was over. I thought she was going the other way. I'll continue up the other direction. And she circled around the ridge and came in behind me at about 35 or 40 yards.
That's actually intelligence.
Yeah,
she stalked you.
She stalked me, got downwind, caught my wind, and then decided she didn't like me in her area. And she came over the ridge, wide open charge, probably 35, 40 miles an hour. And immediately I pulled my bear spray and pulled a safety clip out, thinking it was going to be a bluff charge, and she was still coming wide open now at 30 feet. Took her like 2 seconds to cover that distance.
Now, we always talk about you should never play with bear cubs for that very reason, but you weren't, were you?
No, and she had sent the cubs up a tree or hid them over the ridge somewhere and circled all the way back around.
So you were offering no real threat to her.
I didn't think I was, but in this bear's mind, that distance was too close. And so she came in, attacked me. I bear sprayed her. Her momentum carried her through the bear spray. She bit me 4 or 5 times on my right arm and shoulder, and started coughing from the bear spray, and she left. And I picked myself up, and I'm like, wow, I survived a grizzly bear attack, and I've got some puncture wounds, but I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to the hospital and get stitched up. And I took off down the trail, and 5 or 6 minutes down the trail, walking along the stream, thinking it's all done. I hear a noise, I turn, here she is, second time, 10 feet behind me. No time to bear spray. She knocks me to the ground, she's on top of me, pins me to the ground. First bite breaks my arm here, rips the tendons out of my arm, and got a 5-inch gash in the side of my head, 25 bite wounds on this side, and I just knew that I had to just play dead, and I couldn't fight back against a grizzly bear. And I just wrote it out, kept telling myself, block out the pain, don't try to fight, don't make a noise, she's gonna leave. She's gonna go back and check on her cubs.
I mean, that's just astounding that you survived that.
Oh, it was so scary to be in that situation, knowing that this animal could bite through the back of my neck and my spine, and I could be dead instantly. That'd be it. You know, they kill elk, you know, for food.
Sure.
I'm nothing. I have no defense against this bear.
And I think the most important thing here is you weren't doing anything to provoke it. You weren't playing with the cubs. You did nothing. It just came out of nowhere.
I was just hiking up a trail on a normal morning in the fall, and all of a sudden there she is, and she went the other way. I thought it was all good, but she circled back around. You know, and every bear is a little bit different. Some can, you know, take you close to them. This one, 80 yards at the beginning was too much. She circled around and came in to try to eliminate the threat to her cubs.
Tore up your gear too, yes?
Tore up my backpack, tore me up, and I had a pair of binoculars on that got all trash getting thrown around in the dirt. And so I Carson binoculars. The owner of Carson saw that, and he's like, hey, we got a great warranty, we'll replace those binoculars for me. And then he invited me to come down here to the SHOT Show and tell my story at the booth. So I'm here because of those guys.
So the question is, Todd, you've been through it, you've survived it. What are your recommendations for people? Because we're not going to stop going into the outdoors.
Right, I don't want to scare anybody out of the woods. You know, my life's out there. A lot of people enjoy an outdoor life, but you have to have bear spray. Make sure it's not expired. Know how to use it. Practice pulling it out of the holster, pulling the safety clip out. And if you have an expired bear spray or a inert bear spray, practice spraying it and just see how the pattern works, and be ready and pay attention. I want to tell people, take your headphones, your earbuds out, so you can hear something around you. Had I had earphones on, I would have never heard either of those charges that came in behind me, and that saved my life. So be prepared. Know that even if you do get in a bad situation, the human body and mind is amazing. You can block out the pain. You can ignore that and just focus on survival and get through any situation in life if you put your mind to it.
What an amazing story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Todd Orr survived a double grizzly bear attack in Montana. Amazing. For SHOT Show TV, I'm David Lomardo.